See who is up next. Taurus. Taurus, it is time for your reading, for your mini reading, darling. And this mini read is not just for Sun sign Taurus, but Moon, Venus rising, Mercury, and really anything. If you've got a heavy placement of Taurus in your chart, then this reading is meant for you, and hopefully you find some messages in it that help bring some clarity. We are looking into what you have been releasing or still need to release from this full moon that happened a few days ago, full wolf moon. And we're in Mercury retrograde. Hello, we're in the beginning of it. And there are a lot of benefits to Mercury retrograde. I do have some videos on this channel on rethinking about Mercury retrograde, how to make it work for you, hacking it really. But let's just see, moving forward into the month of February, what can my Tauruses benefit from knowing, thank you for letting this message be clear and understandable. I am using my Archangel guidance deck and daily guidance from the Angels deck. And first card out, we've got a Law of Attraction. Hey Taurus, you know, the law of attraction is working all the time, and it does have to do with the thoughts that we're having, the behaviors that we're exhibiting, and the words that we say, and really ultimately like the vibration or frequency that we're in. Think of it like a radio, an old school radio, one where you had a knob and you had to kind of like switch the channels to get to the right frequency to hear the music or to hear the broadcast. Because when you're in that in-between or not on that right frequency, it can be a bit staticky or just not feel pleasant. It doesn't feel right. You want to get into alignment. So that's what that means by getting your frequency going, or that's what it means when I say frequency. The whole high vibe thing, high frequency thing isn't meant to be like someone's better than the other. It literally just means raising your vibration and attuning yourself to the alignment that is going to serve you best. So you've already been playing with Law of Attraction. It looks like you're getting some new skill sets, clairaudience. So you're beginning to, wow, that's so cool. We get messages through music, and that's a really great example of clairaudience. You also can hear voices. Doesn't mean that you literally hear voices outside of yourself, but that you have this internal voice that you hear that's giving you guidance, a sense that's outside of your typical five senses. You are beginning to perceive more. You're calling this in, Taurus. Have you been wanting to connect more on a spiritual level? Have you been wanting to connect more with your angels and guides? The messages that you hear as you're maybe walking down the street by a group of people and you hear one phrase and there's just something in that that was an answer to a question you were thinking, that can happen. That's clairaudience. And also songs on the radio. And since I had the whole analogy of the radio there, maybe you need to turn on some music and see what songs are playing, see what the messages are in that. We've got play, we've got compassion, we've got steady progress. I'm going to leave those all there together. Yeah, you're really playing with new gifts that you have, Taurus. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. And in creative project in the past, maybe something that you did recently has been helping you to call in more. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Literally, so many of the keywords that I just said are right there in that message. You're tuning yourself. I got a pitchfork vibration resonance, like a ding. So you could also be working with tuning forks, crystal bowls, singing bowls, and literally musical instruments, okay? So play a musical instrument, learn a new song, pay attention to the lyrics that are in it. You might be really moved that it's exactly something that you really needed to hear. Okay? Ooh, I love all these like fun keywords that are coming out. So this is those cards are from Daily Guidance from your angels and also Oracle Angel cards. And I am going to clarify with the Sun and Moon deck. I did, man, the Lovers card's coming back in again too. What's that about? All right, can we clarify these gifts that Taurus is calling in? This is allowing you to play more, have a lot more creative freedom. You're able to have a lot more compassion as you move forward with life, because when we start to develop these gifts, we learn that they're tools that we can rely upon no matter where we are, what we're doing, who we're with, what's going on. And so you're really, Taurus, you're really learning how to work with your intuition in a whole new way. Also, Taurus rules the throat. And if you have Taurus in your chart, you most likely actually have a really beautiful singing voice or speaking voice. And so you can work with the words that you're saying. Doesn't talk about words in the Law of Attraction card here, but that's a part of it. You can manifest through music. So if there's an experience you're wanting to manifest, check out songs that feel really good and that the words feel aligned with what you're calling in, and play around with it. You're making steady progress. And these tools that you're learning that you can rely upon anytime, anywhere, it gives you a lot of, it gives you the ability to have a lot more compassion for others, because you now have this extra skill set that is really meant to bring you peace, trust, faith. All right, okay, coming in hot with Taurus. So can we clarify this Law of Attraction card, please? You've been clearing away habits and debris that's been clogging your ears. You've been receiving messages for a long time, and so you're finally acting on it. You finally gave up any resistance with this full moon, and this Mercury retrograde is an awesome opportunity for you to reinvest in your gifts, to reinvest in your studies, any spiritual studies. Five of Cups for clairaudience. With the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Seven Swords in reverse. So you've released also a relationship. You released a relationship, Taurus? There's been an ending of a wish, but also an ending of running away from that wish. Calling in communication, calling in literally words from an ex. Ooh, sorry, this just threw me off for a second here, Taurus. So let's see. Can we clarify this Five of Cups, please? Because, okay, I did. I clarified it. And the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Cups, it fell into the past experience. So it's something that has happened and is still happening. For some of you, it's more happening right now. For some of you, you've already put an end to this, to something that wasn't working. You called in the courage to use your voice and to be clear about how this isn't what you want, and you're not gonna like run away from that conversation anymore. So in this now moment, there is a little bit of sadness. And so again, I encourage you then to turn on the radio, turn on music. Do you play Spotify? Do you use Spotify or any apps like that where you have playlists that you can go to? Put it on shuffle and see what comes up, see what the first song is that comes up, and just listen to the lyrics. There's probably a message in there for you about this ending. There's an ending in a physical relationship that is helping you to literally tune into your gifts. You've attained these new gifts. The Six of Wands in reverse, coming into the future. There's something in your environment that isn't working, or that hasn't been working for who knows how long, probably a while, if it's kind of murky here and kind of coming back and forth in my time frame of my reading here. It's, you know, this is the past, is this the present, is this the future? And so you're not running away from it, you're kind of allowing things to be. You spoke your truth, and now you're kind of in the experience of feeling through what all is happening now with this release of a relationship. And with that, you're not like running away, but you're tuning yourself, that word came out again, towards your own development, your own skill set, your own ability to play. Taurus, you need to sing, you need to play some musical instruments, you need to turn on some music and maybe dance. What is up with all these cards in reverse? I mean, okay, well, I am getting the Ten of Cups popping in there and the King of Wands. So you've taken action towards your happy future. It's just that there's kind of a mess that you're moving through, but you're moving through it. And again, you're gaining gifts and blessings through this. Aha, Mercury retrograde. So through these next 6 weeks or so, because we just entered into the Mercury retrograde, so that happens for about 3.5 weeks. And then Mercury goes back, you know, it moves in retrograde backwards to a point where it's kind of already been going over for the past month. So so that makes more sense why I can't pinpoint the time frame. This is something that you're learning about. You've come to the conclusion, especially recently, it looks like you've taken action by speaking your truth. You called in the courage to speak your truth about how this isn't working for you. And now with Mercury going retrograde, the communication planet, it's going to be re-highlighting some of these conversations, some of these interactions with others. And it's happening so that you can actually like refocus towards really properly tying this up and ending it, so that you can move forward towards true happiness, or towards what looks like is much more fulfilling. You've been learning these gifts for a while now, but you ignored, and so now you're listening. So now you're listening to your guidance. And so when you find moments in the future where you're feeling a bit defeated or deflated, or just maybe sad, and if you ever, Taurus, are drawn towards some sort of escape, let it be music. Let it be music. Let it be music. I'll be tuning in with you, Taurus, over the next month, so stay tuned. I really hope that helps. Playing music is really helping to keep your heart open, keep that light shining. You're gaining compassion for yourself and for others, because there are people in here that are not aligned themselves. And so you are on the right track. You're making steady progress forward. You really are. But you have to remain lighthearted with it and keep your light shining, and notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave you there. I really hope that resonates. I will see you in the next video.